Today you all join me here in Marquette at the version 3 Tesla Supercharger. This is the closest one to where I live. I'm here today to announce that yet another automaker has decided to transition to the best charging standard in the world right here, NACS. So the reason why I'm actually here today is not because I decided to drive 2 hours out of my way just to come film a supercharger. It's actually because we're currently on our way home from, well, at first Petoskey, but then what was that other town called? Durham-Fask? All right, let's get to the news. Nissan has announced that they are switching to NACS. Nissan is the first Japanese automaker to actually do something smart with their electric cars. Nissan can be kind of considered to be the grandfather of electric cars, even though technically GM was the first with the EV1, or we could go back way earlier to when cars were even becoming a thing, because believe it or not, electric cars have been around for over a century. Depending on who you want to think, Nissan is still often considered to be the grandfather of EVs because of the Nissan Leaf coming out back in, is it 2009, I think? I don't remember the exact year, but Nissan is one of the earliest EV makers out there. And unfortunately, they have not been doing a great job at making EVs as of current. The Nissan Leaf is still using CHAdeMO. Why, Nissan? CHAdeMO's outdated and nobody's using it anymore. You're the only ones. Why does the Leaf still have CHAdeMO? And then they came out with the Aria as of late, and I'm sorry, it's just too expensive. I mean, if you take a look at the car itself, it's fine, but for the price tag they're charging for that, nah, no, little too high. And then also, of course, the Aria is currently using the inferior CCS standard, which, yes, Nissan has finally gotten rid of CHAdeMO and they're in the process of switching to, well, at first it was CCS, but then to my surprise they also ended up switching to NACS at some point, because if you guys recall a few years ago when the Aria was in development, Nissan was explaining to the press that they were going to phase out CHAdeMO here in the US because it's basically irrelevant at this point, and they were going to switch to CCS. How funny that they are switching to another connector yet again. It's like Nissan can't make up their mind as to which connector they should be using. Though I'll give them a hint. They better stick with this one because this connector is the best connector right here. And these things just work like over 90% of the time. Just show up, plug in, and voila, you're charging. So yeah, good on you, Nissan. Good on you for being the first Japanese automaker to actually switch to the NACS connector. Now we just need to wait for, who's left in this transition? We've got Toyota. Honda has yet to come out with an electric car yet. We got some more Germans like BMW, Volkswagen Group, and I think for the most part, other than Stellantis, we've basically got all of the American automakers here covered. So yeah, it's pretty safe to say that this one right here is going to be the official standard in the US. No CHAdeMO, obviously. It's old, it's slow, why are we still even trying to support it with the Nissan Leaf today? And we are no longer going to continue using CCS because, again, well, not to the same extent as CHAdeMO, but I mean, come on. It's about half the speed as this connector I'm holding right here. It's also bigger and bulkier and less safe for the average person to use, so why are we still using CCS? This one's clearly better. All right, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Do me a favor and interact with us up below. My name is DeWolf, Random Alpha, signing out.